All right, we're here with Craig Thomas. Craig, Pursuit Wrestling, brand new, just opened up this month, right?
That's right. Yep.
And we're right around Lewis Center, Ohio, northern Columbus, Ohio.
That's right.
Tell us what brought about the whole idea of opening up a club here.
So opening up a club, we're in a really good spot right above 270, right off the outer belt. And I grew up in the area, went to Olentangy schools, and then wrestled at Ohio State. We've got two partners in this. We've got Jake Ryan, we've got Bracken Mead. Both of those guys, like I said, we're three Buckeyes. Been meaning to do this for a while, actually. Finally getting around to it, and we found the right space. So we've got this building outright. This isn't a grappling club. This isn't a yoga studio. This is a wrestling club. And I think that's super important. The goal is to get Central Ohio and elevate it to that Northeast Ohio level. There hasn't really been anything too much like this where it's a dedicated club. Guys can come in, they can scrap. This is our space, this is our building. We can instill a mentality, in these guys and girls. And I guess to stem into that, something we're doing too here is we have girls wrestling. Mondays and Wednesdays right now is exclusively girls wrestling. And so it is huge in this Columbus area, especially around the Olentangy. We've got girls coming in from Delaware, from Marysville, from Olentangy, all over the place. And it's really cool, man. Wrestling.
I'm glad you mentioned the girls, especially because you're right. I mean, that's something that has really, it's been a long time coming, there's no doubt about it, but it's really kind of hit a groundswell now. And so many programs, especially up in this area, northern Columbus area, like you said, Marysville, Olentangy, Orange. There's a couple of, Olentangy, Berlin has someone, Dublin has a girl on their team, are looking for a place to go. And I'm talking high school, but really where I think, and you tell me if you agree with this, really where I think things might really head off is getting some of the youth girls in here just to wrestle with only girls and not have to wrestle against guys. Is that something you'll be doing here as well?
Yeah, so when we run our girls practices, they are girls practices. We want to make that environment, as comfortable for them as possible. Wrestling has been taboo for girls. I mean, ever since when I was coming up, definitely it was taboo. And now you've got, really basically the pros for wrestling is either you're on Team USA or you go to MMA. And what started happening in the UFC is you're seeing girls headline some of these main fight cards. And I think it sparked a lot of interest in kind of MMA, one of mixed martial arts. Martial art is wrestling. You started seeing girls kind of flow into that, and now specifically you've got the youth. Creating that environment where it is just girls and maybe you're curious, because I think a lot of girls have been curious for a long time about wrestling, but there hasn't been a good outlet to try it. You're either all in wrestling with boys or you don't do it. And we wanted to create that environment where first year girls, maybe younger girls especially too, that are just kind of at that age where they're figuring stuff out, they're not going to jump all the way in. Create this space where they can come in, they can grab a friend say, hey, come try it out. Hey, it's just all girls, you don't have to worry about it, you can be comfortable. There's girls that are up here, there's girls that are down here from a technique, but you kind of work with everybody. And then, in times, special stuff kind of starts to happen. The whole area, you start to become a hotbed for that. And we're seeing that in Columbus before this. So it's really cool.
Yeah, and so you mentioned Bracken and you mentioned Jake,
Yep.
But also for on the girls' side of things, just sticking with that for a second, you have Vanessa coming in, Vanessa Oswald that comes in and she helps out with the girls' program as well. So it's not just three great technicians as far as guys goes, but obviously you've got a high-level female that can come in and work with the girls as well.
That's amazing. You're not kidding. So we have no shortage of help either. Obviously, we're three Buckeyes. Our best friends, all graduated. Really, it's not a coincidence that our connections to the graduates out of the wrestling, they all love to wrestle, so they come in here and they scrap. So we're going to have plenty of talent. But yeah, you've got people like Vanessa on the girls' side, which is, it doesn't get any better than that. And with her and some of the talent we already have in here, we've got some state champions on that side. And on the guys' side too, we've got some real talent in here, and that helps set that bar. We're trying to keep that level high in here to where that expectation is to get to that upper echelon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When people come in here, this isn't just a daycare, okay? You're coming here to wrestle. Like I said, this is a wrestling club. This isn't a place that we rent out and we run a couple times a week. This space is a wrestling club.
So full club. We're talking year round, right? So we'll do folk style in folk style season. We'll do freestyle in the off season, right?
Yeah, we'll see when we get in the off season what it'll turn into. There's going to be wrestling year round, whether it's folk, free, even Greco. Heck, I mean, I don't know what that'll kind of turn into as we get into the off season in the summer.
You'll travel.
But we'll see as we kind of put this together in the beginning. What we're telling people is that this is a training center first. We want to nail down this location and have a consistent product for everyone that comes through here. Control what we can control, and don't kind of overpromise on the outside of things. We'll work on that in time, but what I can control is what happens in this room. And when you come in here, I know what you're going to get. We have a very tight, ship that we're running here, a program that steady results. We all three did it. Coming through Olentangy, we wrestled for Mark Marinelli, one of the best out there. In the off seasons, we wrestled with all the coaches. There's no shortage of great coaches in this area at every establishment. But then we went to the Buckeyes, and we have a lot of experience in that room with guys from all over the place, and that's what we're bringing here.
Okay, so talk to us last before we get off here. Let's talk schedule. How does somebody sign up? What do they need to do? Right now, you're offering free classes, right?
Yeah. So in October, we just wanted people to come in and see the space. Shout out to Resolite. So we've got Resolite coming in November. We're kind of working exactly on when that date of the mats are going to arrive, but it's a full custom build out, wall pads, full floor space, Resolite mats, which we're really looking forward to. In November is what we know for right now on that build out. From a scheduling standpoint, October's free. So if you go to pursuitwrestling.com, we've got the schedule posted. Anyone can come in. You just sign a waiver online, and that's it. All the October practices are free. Once we click over into November, we're going to start with the paid portions. We've got it separated boys and girls, and then we do have one session novice as well. All the pricing, all the dates, all that stuff is online. And then I guess a big thing too here is Sunday Night Live. So it's something we're trying to blow out. We've got our own space here. Sundays, 5:30 to 7. Come in and scrap. Come one, come all.
Open mats.
It's open mats and it's live. So we're gonna get that competition. We've got awesome audio system here. We've got a microphone. We're gonna open up the garage doors so we can have a surplus of people waiting to wrestle. And then we're gonna have about, between 20 and 30 guys and gals at a time wrestling in a mat, and we're gonna run in cycles. So, we wanna pack the place. We'd like to get 100 people here wrestling and scrapping every Sunday.
Nice. Well, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
This is exciting for Central Ohio. I mean, I'm partial to Central Ohio. Obviously, been coming up here, for years in this area, and want to see it improve. Just be able to compete in the state, but more than anything, help change lives, right? Through the sport of wrestling. That's really what it's all about. So, congratulations. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys are doing here.
Thank you.
Thank you.